woke up at 4 o'clock this morning to drive from Long Island to Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Why? For this cheesesteak right here. And also I heard that the Reuben's very good. Joining me now is Beckham. Hello, thank you for inviting us.
Hello, Donna. Thank you for coming.
So I heard that you started your first place, what was it, in like 1989?
The first deli got started in 1982
Okay.
in Paoli. I was working there as a manager for the previous owner, the Shawnee family. So 2022 is when I bought that original deli in Paoli. I took over that, and then December of last year, we opened our second location in Phoenixville.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so exciting. So
Thank you.
You've gotten a lot of fans over the years, right? And they
Yes.
come really because your food is unlike anything else.
Well, they do. So we do use top ingredients for our cheesesteaks, ribeye and Cooper Sharp. Our Reubens are all Borzat premium meats. From our burgers and steaks is certified Black Angus meats. So we try to use nothing but the best of the quality meats and food. So we try to give everybody a great experience here, try to create a family environment, friendly, so.
Well, I did get to meet some of the members of your family,
Oh,
right?
thank
Because
you.
your wife, I got to meet your son because you have the
Yes.
2 locations.
Yes.
One of the nice things too about this location is the fact that everything, you can order breakfast even late at night.
Anytime, we
Which
serve
is
breakfast
important.
all day, 7
Okay.
a.m. to 8 p.m. You
Okay.
can come at 6 o'clock at night, have an omelet or pancakes.
Now, what makes the pancake as fluffy as it is here? Is there like a secret that
Well,
like the Chef
the batter.
Manny makes?
So
Or?
Chef Manny does a great job. So
Okay.
it's, of course, starts with the batter. So how you prepare it and the ingredients you put on. So the cooking of the grill, the temperature. So that's what makes it everything. So, but he does an amazing job. We have nothing but compliments from all of our customers that come here. So thanks.
So if you're on the main line too, a lot of times people will just come directly from there.
Yes, so we are in the main line in Paoli. Phoenixville is part of Phoenixville, considered part of main line, but pretty much we are like well known in main line. It's been there since '82, so everybody knows us as our deli with the bull
Yes.
outside. So that's why when we opened the second location, we had to get the bull in here too. That was a big request. Everybody's like, you better make sure you have a bull there too. So
Right, because the bull is the welcoming factor.
yes.
Plus, this building is very historic. I believe this used to be an inn.
Used to be a fountain inn. This is actually in the background. It gives the history. It's 1750.
Wow.
This was actually a general's house back in during the Revolutionary War. So it was Fountain Inn. It was transferred to something else, and then last was Pet's Pizza when we bought it. So we converted it to Our Deli and Cafe.
Our Deli and Cafe. What is one of the nicest compliments that someone's ever given you about your food?
Well, they always, but the nicest one is when they always tell you, they know what, I can always count on coming to Our Deli and having a great sandwich or even a dinner, because we serve dinner platters too. It's just that consistency and then constant quality food and service. So when people tell me that, hey, listen, I haven't been disappointed in 30 years, that goes a long way. So
It does go a long way. So during the weeknights, if you're like busy working and you just want like a home cooked meal, they could come here and you have real meals.
yes,
right? You've
yes,
got
absolutely.
meatballs,
We have
you've got
meatballs, chicken parms, meatloaf. Don't forget, we have an old
Thursdays,
recipe
right?
every Thursday. It's been for about 40 years. It's homemade meatloaf every Thursday we have, and we sell out almost every time.
Oh, that's
It's
wonderful.
delicious.
That's really great.
Yes.
So you told me that the Reuben's good, but I really came for the Philly
Well, the Philly
cheesesteak.
cheesesteak, it's a ribeye with Cooper Sharp, and you can get a seeded or unseeded roll.
Okay.
And we have different options of cheeses too, from provolone to Cooper Sharp to American, Swiss, mozzarella, Gouda, whatever.
Okay,
And
but
you
this
get
is traditional.
rhubarb
And
right on
don't
it.
laugh. I am going to pick up and eat it the proper way, but I am going to just take a little taste of this meat right now because this looks so good. And a lot of your desserts are actually made in Lancaster,
They
right?
are. We have a baker out in Lancaster, Amish County, and they make fresh desserts for us, and they deliver it to us almost every other day, fresh. So
That's so good.
thank you.
I read a review about it.
Yes.
recently.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
really wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, it was voted that it's like one of the top cheesesteaks.
Thank you.
It does not disappoint. Also, hers is from Pennsylvania
Yeah,
too.
we gotta keep it local.
Gotta keep it
Pennsylvania
local.
chips, yes.
And go Eagles, right?
Go Eagles. Yeah, I got the cups with the Eagle logo on there, so
Yeah.
it's all about local teams. And
Well, thank you so much for letting us come and taste your food and celebrate your success with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank
we
you for
love
visiting.
stories like yours, you know, the entrepreneur, the American spirit. So I'm really happy for
I'm
you.
totally thrilled. I came here, I mean, a lot of my regular customers know my history too. So I came here as a 16-year-old refugee kid and worked my way up. And 26 years later, now I got 2 of my restaurants. So this is the American dream for me. And I'm very thankful for all of our customers and this country for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Well, thank you for your delicious food.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you, Beckham.
Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you guys.
We've been living it up in Phoenixville, Paoli. It's a great town. Please come on from anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world. This is the place to be. Joining us once again is Donna Steffens, and we are going to be talking about the fact that she does things in a collaborative way, which helps her clients thrive. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
Good morning. I know that you've been traveling a lot. I've been traveling a lot. It's nice when we actually get to be in the same place at the same time. Once again, you're on set with me because we're going to be talking about Steffens and how the Steffens Group all started.
Well, the Steffens Group really is a legacy to leadership story between Marilyn Steffens, my mom, and her mentorship and what she grew and built in this accounting practice that she built. You know, women in finance back in the 70s was not very popular.
Okay.
But she was driven toward it. And so she built this accounting legacy, then found wealth management as the second and most natural pillar to your financial life. And so I grew up with this. We talked about money. This was on the table at all time. It was not taboo. It wasn't hidden. We weren't afraid of it. And then I decided to join her in practice. And then that's where we grew the third pillar that I built with the law practice of estate planning, legacy planning, asset protection. Because they really are the 3 pillars of your life.
Absolutely.
Of
and
your
without
financial life.
And a lot of times we're not taught that. You know, I took an accounting class in high school. I didn't take a money management class. I didn't do budgeting. Like, these are like skill sets that a lot of times people glide through their whole entire life until they're like, oh, wait a second, what? Right? So you can help somebody from the onset, from the time they very first get their first job, to kind of put everything in place for them.
Right. We need to be on the road with a map.
Okay.
Right, so we know where we want to go. We have our goals and our dreams, but how do we get there? We have to take actionable steps to get there, and be mindful. That money mindset is everything. So if we talk about it more, if we get more comfortable with our money, instead of shame around money, which many people have, I'm not good at saving, I spend too much, I don't want to look at my credit card bill. Right? It's daunting, but if we sit down and shed a light on it, then we can see what we have to save, what our needs and spending are, and where we grow from here. So people often will say, well, I don't have enough money to invest. Well, how can you begin if you don't know? Even if you have $50 that you could put away every month, staying away from our online shopping a little bit. I used to say when you used to walk into CVS, but now it's on everybody's phone. And spending is too easy.
Yeah.
So, but we have to spend on things, but make it reasonable and then put things toward our growth. Spend on ourselves. And I always think about, I've changed the word. Savings account, let's not talk about a savings account. Donna, what's something that you want to do in your life?
I may buy a new home. I may, even at this advanced stage of life, because I've been renting for 15 years. If I find the right place, I would consider buying a house again.
All right, well then how about the right place fund?
Okay,
The dream home fund.
great.
Not my savings.
Right.
Savings is good.
Oh, make it for a
Make
specific
it
goal.
fun. Make it something that you want, a desire, a need, something that's good.
Okay.
Instead of operating, I have to save money, I have to budget. Yes, we
Right.
do, but make it tangible.
Right. Make the relationship that you have with money a little more fun. Not so stressful.
Land it.
Now, you are doing something extraordinary. You're probably, if not, you're at least one, if not possibly the only person, right, in the country that does something a certain way. And what is that?
Our firm, the Stefan's Group, handles all the parts of your financial life. There are 3 pillars, as I said before: your wealth management and savings, your tax consequences, we cannot hide from the tax situation, and your asset protection and legacy planning. They are all on your financial life roadmap.
Okay.
And they have to work together. We could save and do investment planning, and then trust me when I tell you, you could see some investments lose 40% in taxes. So if I told you, Donna, let's do an investment in X, and you might like the idea, right? But then I say, oh wait, by the end, your family's gonna pay 30 to 40% in taxes.
Right. And did you make that much of a profit in order to cover
Well, does that
the
sound like a
taxes, right?
winning investment or losing investment? It's not, it doesn't sound good to me. I wouldn't want to do it. But so your tax situation has to match your financial plan.
Okay.
But in the end of the day, we're growing and building and saving for the dream house, right? But we may need asset protection. And definitely, what if something happens if we get hurt? Or we lose our job? Or, God forbid, we pass away? What are we leaving behind? So there's a full plan, a full financial life plan that we put together. So I myself am a financial advisor, an accountant, an attorney, and Marilyn, my mother, she's right there with me. We do this as a team, and we have our teams all together in-house, all working together.
Perfect. What success? Have you seen people successfully work your plan, and then you sit back and you're like, they did it? How does that feel for you when somebody executes your plan?
What it feels like is satisfaction and true happiness.
Okay.
Because when somebody comes in and we have planned things out over the course of their lives and given them the tools to empower themselves, we're not doing it, they're doing it, but the guidance, and they smile and they say, wow, thank you for being on this journey with me. I don't know if I could have done it without you. Maybe I could have, but I wouldn't have had the advice and the safety and security. Money is emotional, and people feel very unsafe around their money. And the idea is to empower people with their money, understand what you have, grow it from here to build your dreams. So if we keep the 3 pillars going together, then we will have the best success that we possibly can create for ourselves. But what we don't want is to have, let's say, a lawyer say, okay, we did all this great planning for you now, sorry, I can't talk to you about the accounting or the financial effect on that of your life. Operating in a bubble doesn't work.
You're right.
Same thing with the taxes. None of those 3 should work on their own. Everybody needs to be working together.
I like that. You actually have a new series too. It's called, it might not be so new, but it's Advise Her Financial, because you've noticed what in the industry?
Well, Advise Her Financial empowerment for women in their financial lives, empowering women and their money. If we look at all the polls and the things about how women feel about money, this is a broad brush stroke.
Sure,
right?
I get it.
Generally speaking, we know how to save it. We are better at preserving it. And there's a confidence factor that's left on the table on how to grow it.
Okay.
So we're more fearful about the market and what that means to get into investing. We're more fearful about, are we going to have enough money to live? Will I be able to put food on the table for my family? Will I be able to take care? We're nurturers at heart. So we're more conservative. We take less risk. And so for that, women freeze and then don't know where to go. We also don't talk about money very often. We do not sit at dinner tables and talk about money. As much as I hear men talking about, this great investment or the rental property that I just flipped, or, we talk about different things. They just come to the table more easily off the tongue. So we need to bring it into our room. We need to make money fun. We need to feel into our money and not be shamed by that. So the only way to do that is to look at it. Say, this is what I have. This is where I want to grow. And then say, this is how we get there.
Perfect. I've seen you, before we wrap up, I just want to say I've seen you speak live at different events and things like that. And what I like about you too, Donna, is that you're very authentic, like even in your own journey. Like at one time you were sharing that you looked at like things that you were buying on your credit card. And you're like, if I just took that same amount of money and I invested it myself. And I like that about you because, you're not just preaching, you're actually teaching, but you're actually on the same journey yourself. And I've seen the success that you've had. I think I've known you well over a decade now.
Yes.
So congratulations. Obviously, what you're telling people to do works for you, so it's probably going to work for them. And thank you for being a guest on the show. And you are the first person on set to have these new fun mugs, and on the back it says you were a guest on the Donna Drake Show. I can't think of a more fitting person because I think you've been on my show 5 times in the last couple of decades, but thank you very much for being here. As always, I really do appreciate your insight, especially around the money, because we all could use to learn a little bit more. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you were someone that, like me, sometimes didn't grow up in a family where you talked about money, you just made sure that your checkbook was balanced every month, maybe reach out to Donna and her group and get the help that maybe you would like to get. Be well. One of the nice things about having a talk show is that sometimes people send me gifts. And that's what I have that I'm holding right now. It is vitamin C serum. And the nice thing about this is it only has very few ingredients. It has vitamin C, aloe vera, and hyaluronic acid. These 3 ingredients combined can help hydrate your skin. It can give it a warm, sweet glow. So this is from Alemu. And Alemu stands for His World. And it's all about nurturing yourself from the outside in, sometimes from the inside out, because I also do love my vitamin C through orange juice. But this makes me feel sunny on the inside and the outside. Thanks for watching. Joining us now is Brad Meeks, and he is with the Iron Soldiers Coffee Company, but they're more than just coffee. Hey, Brad.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I am so excited to work with you. I love my military families. I truly do. We have a lot of military families here on our team. What made you decide to start the coffee company, but then to expand it into other things?
Well, it started with a nonprofit that I have that we have a lot of different programs, and some of those programs included coffee, obviously. And it got to the point where I was buying so much coffee throughout the year that I decided, you know what? I think I'm going to just buy a coffee for myself, brand it the way I want to brand it, keep the labeling the way I want, and have the mission that I want behind it. So that's what formed Iron Soldiers Coffee Company.
Well, the mission and the identity, I'm just going to read this out loud because it really rings true. It says that you're more than coffee. It represents discipline, resilience, and service beyond the uniform. Service beyond the uniform, Brad. Those are some powerful words.
Yes.
What is it about your company that is helping in that way?
So we have many relationships with different veteran organizations and nonprofits. And it's a mission. It is a business, obviously, first, but it is a mission. And there's a lot of times that we step out of the business mindset and step more into, let me help you out. let me cover the coffee for your event. Let me, put a flagpole up in your yard. There's so many different things that we do with our veterans program, even beyond the coffee. And it's a blessing and a pleasure to serve, actually.
So one of the nice things too is that you distribute your products through different ways. So e-commerce, subscription-based, wholesale, veteran partnerships, local business collaborations, and community-driven events, many different ways. So that's the way that you could get the coffee, but can you also get the barbecue sauce and the hot sauce and the rub? It's called grunt dust. I love this, grunt dust.
Grunt dust, yes.
It looks like grunt dust seems like it could go on anything and everything.
You've got it. That's absolutely it. So the coffee and the tea is our product line that when you go to the website and you purchase, the coffee is roasted that day and then drop shipped directly to you. So that is what's very unique about my coffee. And obviously the tea comes from my same co-packer. And then recently we have added these other products to our product line for more shelf stable items, including the grunt dust that you have there that, again, is my all-purpose seasoning. Now, again, all of these are available on the website. I go to different shows and events. I head up to Wisconsin later this month for a Sportsman's Expo and carry all of that with me when I go to the different shows as well. So
And this
I want to make it very easy for you to get those products.
Yeah, I was going to say, how hot is this hot sauce, Brad, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Not real hot.
Okay.
Probably a 5.
A 5.
So the hot sauces, they're called hot sauces, but they're more of a flavor sauce. That would be something good that you could put on your eggs and not have to worry about burning your lip and having to go find some milk. So it's some just good flavored sauces.
This one I think is going to be my all-time new favorite because I grew up in St. Louis and I love some barbecue. So this is Liberty Peach Glaze Peach Barbecue Sauce. That sounds tasty.
That does fly off the shelves. It is very good.
Right?
Usually at shows, I try to make sure and get the people over to the booth and get some of that on a cup or a sample spoon or on their finger, because usually once that happens, they're ready to order. It's really good.
I just met some new friends in Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, down in the Pennsylvania area, and I went to a smokehouse, and the one thing that they had was this delicious, delicious sauce. I'm definitely going to send them a bottle of this. So this is Liberty Peach Glaze Peach Barbecue Sauce, and it's brought to you by Iron Soldiers Coffee Company. I like that a lot. Brad, continued success on your journey. Thank you for being a company that stands up for one another. It's important. It's important right now that we can stand beside our neighbor and try to do some good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
service beyond your uniform. You made a believer out of me, and I thank you for that sincerely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. And I'm going to open this up right now. I'm going to go get a knife out of the kitchen, and I'm going to have me some peach barbecue sauce. I'm not kidding you. I'm going for it. Thank you so much. Happy journeys to you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Feeling lucky. That's because we are here in Huntington, Long Island. It is the 92nd parade for St. Patrick's Day. That's so exciting. Stay tuned for all the action. I'll be living it up. And I have a special guest. It's Murph. That's right, the Murph himself from Murph's Bloody Mary Mix. Stay tuned. now is Kevin. Kevin, this group we were just listening to you play, tell us about it.
Okay, we are the County Cork Pipes and Drums Band of New York City. We are one of the oldest Irish bagpipe bands in North America. We are based in Long Island City, Queens, and the band started out in 1936 with predominantly immigrants from Cork that started to play the bagpipes. They brought the Cork piping tradition to New York, and now we have a variety of people with us, people with Cork ancestry, people that don't have Cork ancestry, people that aren't Irish, but they've adopted Irish music. So we're a very versatile group, and we love playing our music.
Well, today we're all Irish, right?
Yes, 100%.
Because, like, pinch me, if you're wearing green, kiss me, I'm Irish,
That's
right?
it.
Everybody's Irish today.
Correct.
Huntington has such a long-standing tradition. It's the 92nd parade. Chances are, since your group has also been around for a long time, that your group has played in this parade before.
We've played in this parade for the past 10 years or so, and we love being here. First of all, it's a parade that goes downhill, so that's pretty good for us. And we play with the Melville Fire Department, and they're a wonderful fire department that sponsors us for this parade, as well as for 2 parades during the summertime. We play in 2 of their fire department parades.
All right, here he is. I told you I was bringing him, Stephen Murphy. What's going on? You're Irish.
Yes, Irish. I'm in my Irish green. I have my somewhat green glasses on. Ready for a good parade today.
Now, you've been in Huntington for a long time. Is this your first parade? How many times do you come?
I cheered a lot in the Rockville Center parade on the side, but this is my first parade where I'm actually in the parade.
All right, stay tuned. Woo! It's time to go bye-bye right now because the parade's about to start. Let's go.
Parade time.
Woohoo! Let's go! What a fun parade. Your float was beautiful. Good job, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, I think I'm done.
John and Drake is dominating.
And that's the end. I'd like to give a special thanks to Richard, who is driving us all day long, so sweet. And to Mark, thank you very much for this wonderful set of wheels. M&B Limousines Limited. Thanks again. Be well. Antenna Fly, and we are with Alexa. Alexa, where are we? What is this place?
Fierce Academy of Dance.
Nice. Okay, why did you decide to start this academy? Where did it all start for you?
Before I could even walk, I was always dancing. I always loved to dance. And it was my dream to own a dance studio from a very young age. In preschool, whenever the teachers would ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? It was always a dance teacher, a dancer.
Wow.
So it was a lifelong dream.
So now, did your parents help, set up some classes and things for you? Were you able to take lessons when you were younger?
Yes, I started dancing at like 2 or 3 years old, and it became into like a whole lifelong journey. I started with 1 class a week, and I started competing at a young age, and I was dancing more than 24 hours a week.
I actually met some of your young students here. So at what age can they start taking lessons here?
15 months.
At 15 months. That's so cute. That's awesome. You have, what's it called? Acrobatics or
Acrobatics, we have jazz, tap, ballet, contemporary, modern, and we have it all the way through age adults.
Okay, wonderful.
Hi, my name is Isla. I'm 10 years old, and my favorite thing about this dance place is that the teachers are really nice.
Hi, my name's Illy. I'm 12 years old, and my favorite thing about Fierce Academy of Dance is the family environment. Hi, my name is Susie. I'm 12 years old, and my favorite thing about Fierce is how the teachers are so nice.
Hi, my name's Lexi. I'm 10 years old, and what I love about Fierce is that everyone's super nice. Hi, my name is Charlie. I'm 9 years old, and my favorite part about Fierce is that all the teachers in all the classes I take are really smart.
What was it like when your dream came true and you got the keys to your own location?
It was really exciting because it was something I always dreamed of, and I always had my own vision of how I would like my dance studio to run.
What are your hopes for your students?
My hopes are that this is the place they look forward to coming every single day, and that they're receiving quality training while still having fun.
That sounds great. You do want to give them something to look forward to. I also think that there's other skills that they learn, like sportsmanship, teamwork, individuality, because sometimes they go on to do solos, right? What was your first solo? Do you remember?
My first solo, I was in middle school because it wasn't such a thing to have it at such a young age. It was a jazz solo, and I did a little bit of musical theater. I was always known for my facial expressions, which I actually teach in class. I feel like a lot of times that's not something that's taught in class, but I'll incorporate the facial expressions into my choreography. All of my staff members were either a dance major in college or they worked in the professional world, such as being a backup dancer on stage. I've actually seen one of my teachers perform at Jingle Ball as a backup dancer. All of my students are getting quality training and building lifelong friendships. We also work a lot on our relationships with them as people. I'm very close to all my students. I hang out and talk with them before classes, after classes, just about life. And a lot of the moms tell me that I'm like their older sister, so it's really nice.
I love that.
Hi, my name is Kaya. I'm 10 years old, and what I love about Fierce is everyone here is so welcoming. Hi, my name is Isla, and I am 10 years old. My favorite thing about Fierce is all the amazing, sweet girls who go here. Hi, my name is Leanne. I'm 10 years old, and what I love about Fierce is all the great teachers like Miss Alexa, Miss Chris, and Miss Susan. Hi, my name is Sophia. I am 11 years old, and my favorite thing about Fierce is that everyone is so talented. Hi, my name is Yuval. I'm 11 years old. My favorite thing about Fierce is the People Plus. And my name is Ellie. I'm also 11 years old, and my favorite thing is at Fierce is how nice people are. Come join us.
Hi, my name is Jada. I'm 15 years old, and I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. I've had a solo since I was 4, and I love dancing every year, and I love dancing here at Fierce. Come join us.
Ian James on the beat.
How's your jazz hands? Show me your jazz hands. Yay! us now is Heather, and she is a healthcare coordinator. She has a lot of experience in that industry. Very glad that she joined us today because her mission is to help people. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Good. When we first met, I was fascinated by what it is that you do for a living because your intention is to really help people navigate through the inundative craziness and the paperwork of the healthcare system. You've been working in that industry for a long time, but what made you decide to strike out on your own?
I just see that working in medical offices and dealing with other medical offices, there's less and less support available. It's becoming more corporate, and people aren't getting the help they need from their doctor's offices like they used to. And that was the part of my job that I always found the most rewarding. So I decided to just take it out on the road and see how many people I could help better than that.
One of the things we discussed too is the fact that technology sometimes holds people back, especially if they're over a certain age or they don't have the ability to like check in online in the portals and all of this type of thing. How can you help navigate that for them?
They can give me authorization to access their patient portal on their behalf so I can log in, take a look at what their test results are, the doctor's comments, and then I can read it back to them. And then if they have questions, medical questions, they would need to go back to the doctor. But if they're just not understanding, I can kind of find another way to explain it to them that makes sense.
A lot of times our healthcare choices and coordination falls upon someone that we're like related to, or a child or a spouse or things of that nature. And the problem there is that that person, if you're having a healthcare crisis, they might need to be working. They can't, it's a full-time job, Heather, right? Trying to go through all of that paperwork.
Absolutely.
What relief have you been helping people navigate through?
I get a lot of positive feedback from people saying things like, I have such peace of mind working with you, or I love that I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I just put it in your lap and you take care of it for me. It's definitely a time saver. Some of the inquiries that I need to make take hours on the phone, and people don't have hours to spend on the phone. So they're very grateful to have the help, and they just feel like they have someone looking out for them. They have an ally, so they feel a little more comfortable with the whole process.
I think people are used to going to like a dentist or going to somewhere to get their hair done or things like that. They're trusting, themselves into their hands, right? And I think with education, like if people know that you exist, so that's why I wanted to have you on the show too, because I was like, wow, that would have been really helpful. My dad just passed away in December. There's certain things that would have been helpful even in that situation. Are you willing to take on clients, even after that type of a situation?
Sure.
Okay.
Once I'm working with somebody, I have a hard time letting them go.
Okay.
So anything they need, I'm pretty much going to stay on track and point them in the right direction. If it isn't something that I can help them with, I can at least guide them toward the right resource.
And say, okay, well, this would have been covered by insurance, and that could have been covered
right.
by
Anything with the medical bills, anything with the medical records and claims and insurance and things like that, I can definitely help them with.
What's one of the first families that you worked with, or explain to our audience a situation that you found yourself in, because that will help, I think, understand what you're doing.
I was still working at the medical office, and we had a patient who had been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he was having difficulty communicating, so he was not really getting the care that he needed. He wasn't able to say what he needed, so he wasn't getting what he needed, and he did not want to burden his children. So he was just kind of going along and not getting what he needed, and he called me to ask for help with one situation, and it just kind of led right into I was starting this business, so it was a perfect segue right into helping him with everything. So I'm able to speak for him and liaise for him and contact whoever it is that needs to be contacted and kind of be his voice. And then I summarize everything and I send his daughter's emails. So they now know what's going on with him, and he doesn't have to be the one to tell them what's going on. It helps him feel more comfortable.
That's fabulous. So the name of your company basically just says exactly what you do, Healthcare Helper Heather,
yes.
Right? Are you able to work across state lines? Are you only able to work here? Like what?
I really can help anybody anywhere with the technology today. It's very easy to do signatures back and forth online and between scanning and emailing and faxing. I know it's old technology, but it's still very effective. And I can help people from anywhere, really.
That's wonderful. So do you take time then to do like a Zoom call with them so they can like have a face-to-face meeting with you so that they feel comfortable?
If they prefer, I leave it completely up to them. I do a lot of face-to-face for local people as well.
Okay, great.
Where I'll just arrange to meet them either in their home if they're comfortable or somewhere close by where we can have a face-to-face conversation. But if it's somebody out of state or too far for me to travel to, I can still help them. We can do a Zoom call, we can do a team meet, we can do something like that.
Where do you find the part of healthcare coordination where there's like this like stop gate? You know what I'm saying? Like where does it become clogged and messy that you kind of have to like just push through? At what point?
I think the biggest problem that people have is that they get frustrated and they give up. And I think that to a large degree, the system is kind of created to do that so that people will just give up and then they don't have to worry about it. So I encourage people not to give up. And I'm tenacious and I love to get in there and fight the good fight for them. So I'll take it off their hands and I will keep going until there's a resolution that makes sense.
More than a coordinator, you're almost like their advocate, their cheerleader, if you will.
I do a lot of advocate work for them. I do a lot of, like I said, liaison. I do a lot of even cheerleading to just encourage them to keep going and figure this out.
It's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I really do appreciate you being here because, like I said, you were the first person I've ever met that did something like that, and I thought that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
If you're someone in need of having a little bit of coordination around your healthcare or know someone that could be helped by that, please reach out to her. Thanks for watching. Joining us now is Ida, and we're going to be talking about Live Arctic Essentials. What's wonderful about my new friend is that she's from Norway. I think she's probably traveled among the farthest to be here. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be here.
We had so much fun last night getting to know one another. So I'm glad that you're here. What is the story behind this brand?
So we are a wellness and health brand, a lifestyle brand, and we sell premium science-backed supplements rooted in the Nordic lifestyle. You know, we're from Scandinavia. But we are completely new here in the US, but we are not new into the supplement industry. Our Norwegian-owned group actually have been working within the supplement industry for over 20 years. And we have over, I think, 700,000 happy customers across Europe.
Wonderful.
And now we are here in the US.
Now you're here in the US. Yeah. You decided to expand because you wanted to help more people. Yes. That's one of the things that we talked about last night. Once you kind of know that you're helping people, you just want to help more.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You're expanding.
Yeah.
The United States, sometimes we need the help. You know what it is? It's like we're such a busy population. Do you see that?
Yes.
When especially in New York, when people say the phrase in a New York minute, it means because we're constantly like frenetic energy, right? It's important that we are adding some things that we're missing. So what are we missing? What is this top product? What is this?
So Move Essentials is a 2-in-1 formula for both your joints and your bones.
Okay.
And it helps to sort of ease pain-free movement and reduce that inflammation. And in the Nordics, we see daily movements as sort of our longevity insurance. So Move is really at the core of our lifestyle.
I was trying to do jazzercise. Do you know what jazzercise is?
No.
It's exercise mixed with dance.
Oh, fun.
You know, because you look like you have a dancer body. Like
I've
you
been
look,
dancing.
You have been dancing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty, after talking to so many people, I can tell just you have like this elegance about you and this beautiful posture. And she's a dancer. But for me, dancing doesn't feel like exercise, so I don't mind doing it.
No.
So, okay, so this would be something, a product that would help me, give me the support that I need to be able to dance.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, and what else did you bring us?
So I also brought gut essentials. You know, in the Nordics, we really focus on clean eating, fresh fish, lots of vegetables, not that much ultra-processed food. And we know that having a happy and healthy gut microbe is just crucial for the whole body health. So we created this formula to improve digestion, but also enhance your gut microbe, which makes your entire day.
Okay.
And then we have energy essentials. You know, in the Nordics, we really cherish the authentic balance that we have in our everyday life, but we also need energy, natural energy. So this is an alternative to coffee or energy drinks. It gives you like a jitter-free, steady energy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's all in supplement form?
Yes.
So all you need to do is just take it with a glass of water and you're good. Do you need to take them with food?
No, you don't need to. A glass of water is fine. Sometimes people take 2 capsules or just start with 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you say Nordic lifestyle, it does make me think of people that on skis.
Skiing.
Yeah. But I'm sure not everyone skis in Norway, or do you?
Pretty much everyone
You do.
skis.
You
I
just
think.
grow up on
But
them.
I think what's important to say about the Nordic lifestyle is that health and wellness and longevity is not the trend, it's a way of life.
Okay.
It's just completely incorporated in our DNA and in our culture, basically. And when we saw more Americans embracing like typical traditional Nordic habits like cold plunging, hot sauna, functional wellness, or even, you know, hygge as a concept, we thought it was a great opportunity to launch here.
To bring your awareness here. I love that.
Yeah.
These products, so we have this product, those products, and what is this?
Yes, so this is Mino Essentials. It's a product for women in both perimenopause or during menopause. And it helps to relieve like typical menopause symptoms, you know, like hot flashes, brain fog, and even sleep problems. And it sort of restores your estrogen level in a natural way. And it also has K2 because, you know, we women, we need to build muscles. We need to do heavy weight lifting. So that's why we also included K2 in this product.
I love that. Omega, like what are some of the things that are in your products? Like what's the base?
Yeah, so none of these products actually have omega, but we are one of the biggest omega-3 suppliers in Europe. So obviously we will launch a pure Arctic omega-3 product here in the US as well.
Okay, so that's coming in the future.
It's coming,
I picked up on something from our conversation last night. Okay, perfect. So these products are available on your website currently?
Yes, we launched a website and we also have an Instagram you can follow for like daily inspiration, and we also give you like little daily Nordic hacks.
Lovely. And what about like a hat? I think we need a hat that says Live Arctic Essentials, right? You know, like a warm cap of some sort.
Probably, but we
soon.
also have summer,
You do.
which is nice. We have all 4 seasons.
You do. We were talking about the lighting too, that the way that the sun
it's
works.
really strange because during winter time we don't really have that much light. It obviously depends on where you live and in what country. But once the sun comes out and you can just feel this energy from the rays from the sun, is just a magical feeling. And that's the feeling we are trying to capture with Live Arctic Essentials.
Lovely. Congratulations, you're the CEO.
Yes.
Do you love your job? What's like...
I love it.
You do?
And I feel so excited to enter the US market, but also it's very scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's new.
It's new.
It's just new.
Yes, but I know that our science is really good. We have such high integrity when it comes to science, And I mean, we are used to navigate it within strict regulations in Europe.
Yes, you
so
are.
So we only use science-backed ingredients with clinical studies. We publish everything on our site, so we can read like the science behind every product. But we formulate the products in the Nordics, but we actually produce them here in the US, and we do batch tracing of every product. So I feel like really secure on the science and credibility behind our products.
I know you should feel very proud of that.
Yeah, thank
no,
you.
You accomplished something that not many brands do. So that's, I always say way to glow or way to grow, but you've done both really well. If I wanted to take one supplement of, all 4 each day, is that advisable, or do you
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would start with Move Essentials because, as I said, daily movement, just everything from lifting weights or playing tennis or just going for a walk is just such a crucial thing for vitality, and it's like like I said, it's insurance for your longevity.
Love
so
it.
I would start with that one.
Excellent. So I'm going to see you at my 100th birthday party, is what we're saying, right?
Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Maybe we can do it in Norway.
Maybe we could do it in Norway. We'll be living it up in Norway. Thank you so much. Our lovely guest. Please check this out. Go to their website to learn more. It is very cool. It's called Live, L-I-V, right? L-I-V, Arctic Essentials. Be well. I love new products. That's what this is. It is Novi Black Water. My guest is Layla. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. How are you?
Good. You have had an extraordinary journey. Tell us a little bit about your background in life.
Well, I'm coming from Serbia, and I think the biggest moment that changed me and shaped my life was losing my mom to ALS.
Okay.
She was incredibly strong, and she showed me the real strength is consistency and showing up every day, even when life is hard and painful. After she died, I moved to the US, and I rebuilt my life. I built a business in dentistry, and I started competing in bodybuilding. And through all of that, I saw how important discipline and small daily habits are. So Novi Black came from that mindset, creating something simple that could help people make better choices in their everyday life.
What problem were you trying to solve when you created Novi Black Water? And what makes it different than anything else on the shelf?
So I wasn't trying to invent anything magical.
Okay.
Hydration has always been powerful, and ingredients that help with appetite awareness have always existed. What I wanted to solve was that emotional gap.
Oh.
So many people, I feel like, fighting discipline, fighting cravings, fighting themselves. This has worked for me and my friends. They love it. So I thought, why try not to make it in a way so it could help others as well.
Novi Black isn't just a beverage, it's more like a lifestyle brand, right? So it's about going beyond your hunger. Tell us in which ways this beverage can help you do that.
So stay full.
Okay.
So stay full for me, it's not just about food. It's about staying full in life, full of purpose, full of confidence, full of self-respect. When you feel empty, you tend to overconsume everything.
I'm laughing because that happens to me often, right? I won't eat, and then I'm hungry, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm famished. And then I go from famished to like something like that.
So we overconsume everything.
Okay.
Food, distractions, validation. But when you feel full mentally and emotionally, you move differently and you make better choices.
Okay, and that's what Novi Black makes you feel.
Yeah.
This beverage has some good ingredients in it, right? It's simple, it's water, but it tastes excellent. What's in it?
So it's just water with natural ingredients to help with the appetite suppressants. So lemon, ginger, cayenne pepper, cucumber, mint, lime, strawberry, cinnamon, and orange and apple cider vinegar.
Wonderful. When did you realize that this was awesome? Like, you know, it takes a lot of time to plan a beverage like this, right? When did you realize, like, wow, this is it? Was there a day that you tasted it or that you said, I'm happy with this?
So I was in a prep in for my bodybuilding, and I was constantly trying to create water to help me with my appetite.
Great.
Suppressants. So
now, are you still doing bodybuilding?
I am.
You are? Are you still competing?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So this helps you be strong. It helps you be resilient. It helps you stay focused.
And disciplined.
And
yes.
disciplined. How many beverages can you have each day? Like, can you drink 4 of these, 5 of these, 6 of these?
It's just water. So
it's just water. So it's okay. It's
yes,
safe. It's safe to drink as often as you want.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like the logo. I like the bottle. I like the feel of it, you know, and it does taste great. So I wanted to tell you thank you. What advice would you give to women anywhere in the world about taking the first step?
Believe in yourself enough to try.
Okay.
So many people feel or think confidence comes first, but confidence comes after you take a step. So get a courage to make the first step and begin.
You are such a leader. You have a lot of people that are following you. They're just looking not just for this, but they're actually looking for your expertise, you know, about how you're living your life, how you're waking up, and the discipline that you follow. Is there a certain regiment that you're helping people? Like, do you get up at a certain time? Do you go to bed at a certain time? How important is sleep in someone that's competing at your level?
Well, sleep, of course, it is important, but for me, it comes down to simple things. Like, I wake up early, I move my body, and I try to focus and protect my energy, and before the day gets too busy. So it's really, I rely on discipline instead of motivation. So I don't chase motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline and small daily habits, consistency.
Yeah, it's a winning formula. So like, you wake up and you can have a Novi Black and you're good.
And I do.
And you do. Thank you. It was lovely to meet you. Like I said last night, we got to share dinner at the dinner table. I found out some fascinating things about your journey, and I am honored that you brought your brand to us, that you trusted us to put your brand in our hands. It means a lot to me, Layla. It really seriously does. And congratulations, because this is pretty cool. And I believe that somebody at the table last night already ordered a case. So
yeah, they did.
Thank you.
It was beautiful.
Very much for being here.
Thank you.
Novi Black. I love that. Discipline over motivation. How cool is that? Because with discipline, you know, you're already motivated about your life. Thanks for watching. This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys.
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more. Live it up, live it up, live it up.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.